We may have found in Baton Rouge the man from here who knew Michael Jackson better than anybody else. WAFB's David Spunt spoke with that man from Q106 who met Jackson more than 30 times over the past 30 years. David?
Well, that's right, George. I spoke with Guy Brody, a local radio personality, and he's been in the music business since the 1960s, since he was younger, and knew Jackson very well. Now, as a disc jockey, he met stars from Stevie Wonder to Marvin Gaye, and like I said, to Michael Jackson. Tonight, I caught up with Brody as he reflected on what Jackson meant to him.
Max 94.1 Baton Rouge's official #1 for hip-hop and R&B. We're celebrating the life and times of Michael Jackson. You can't really mourn his death. You got to celebrate the life that he had.
He was the king of pop, but to disc jockey Guy Brody, he was so much more.
Here's a guy that took music and literally turned it upside down.
Just one day after his death, the world is just beginning to mourn. Thousands listened to his famous voice as they traveled home from a hard week's work. Guy Brody listened where he was most comfortable.
Yeah, you're talking about 13 Grammys, wasn't it?
In a studio. Brody spent much of the 1970s and 80s tearing up the Southern California music scene. That's where he met Michael Jackson for the first time.
I saw a guy that was just a normal guy. The brothers were normal, he was normal. And what I mean by normal, I mean he was just a regular guy.
In fact, Brody remembers a time when he was with Jackson, a girl actually jumped into a fountain. She was so starstruck.
Michael thought that was, he didn't understand why a girl would jump into a fountain and freak out like that. He thought that was just the weirdest thing. But I said, man, that's what you do to people.
Over the years, Brody says he met Jackson about 30 times and became pretty close with some of his family members. He says the news of Jackson's death cut deep.
When the AP finally said, no, it's true, that he's gone, I said, wow. It was really a heavy blow.
Now that he's gone, Guy Brody says it's about healing through music and, more importantly, Michael Jackson's message.
I think in our lifetimes, we won't see anybody to equal him. We won't see it.
Now, the last time Guy Brody met Michael Jackson in person was actually in the mid-1980s, and even though he says Jackson's looks have changed, it was the same person that he met back in Los Angeles, George, for the first time in the 1970s.
David tells me a curious story. You were born when?
I was born actually when Thriller came out in 1984. So
and I was born about the time a guy named Frank Sinatra became a big star. I was sort of here and there about him. How about you and Jackson?
I like Michael Jackson. I was always impressed how he reinvented himself. It was something he always did, but I didn't know a life without Michael Jackson. So.
Thank you, David Spunt.
Sure.